Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniXTCG, and today we are here to touch upon the Buu archetype from Zenkai 03 Power Absorption. Yeah, we have been doing so much One Piece content. We have started to get into our Battle Spirits content. I'm starting to upload sometimes 2 videos a day. It is a doozy, but we are back at the roots in order to talk about this cool archetype, and I am excited. So, without further ado, let's actually go into the cards that make this up. And just to let you know, if you want to support the channel, you can always do so by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, press the notifications button, or commenting for the algorithm and for your thoughts. Both of them, same time, all free. Anyway, let's get into the video. Alright, so first we're going to start with the Majin Buu leader. Good old Fat Buu. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Activate main once per turn. Look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 1 yellow Majin card, the energy cost of 6 or less amongst them to your hand. Shuffle your deck, and if you added a card to your hand, discard 1 card from your hand. Okay. Awaken, when your life is at 4 or less, or you have a yellow Majin Z battle card, energy cost of 2 or more in play, draw 1 card, switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode, and add cards from your life to your hand until you have 6 left. This is actually interesting from the get-go. There's a whole lot of stuff here. We're seeing 2 cards, we're discarding 1, so filter 2, plus 1. It's cool that it's separated between activate main and an attack. That's actually really neat. If you ever get like somehow floodgated when you're unawakened, you can still use the activate main and at least get some ball rolling. And the cool part here is that just looking at the text, this says Z bat or energy cost of 2 or more in play. So like I'm kind of like, oh, do we have any higher Z battle cards for it, or were we on in the future? I don't know. Let's look at its backside, and we've got Majin Buu Absorption complete. Auto, discard 1 yellow card from your hand. When this card attacks, draw 2 cards. You love to see it. Auto, once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when you play a yellow Majin card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards, switch it to rest mode. That's a powerful effect that doesn't actually have a cost, and it says on your opponent's turn. So I'm very actually interested to go through the rest of this archetype. We're going to go to the Z Awaken now. You got Majin Buu Apocalyptic Awakening. Z Awaken, yellow, when your life is at 4 or less, yellow Majin Buu, okay. Auto, once per turn, when you play a yellow Majin card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or unisons and switch it to rest mode, okay. And this is just when you play, okay. That's tight. Auto, discards 1 yellow card from your hand. When this card attacks, draw 2 cards. Again, love to see it. Auto, once per turn, if it's your turn. When you use a skill to increase the power of 1 of your battle cards, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, KO it. And choose up to 1 keyword skill of the cards you can with this skill, and this card gains that skill for. Alright, look, this is one of those Z leaders where it's literally just the leader, but better. Like, it's not like, oh, you use this when you get to a certain stage of the game. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't immediately flip into Kid Buu and just start ruining your opponents. Like, this is great. He has the same draw effect. He has a better auto once per turn. Oh my gosh, and that other auto just seems crazy, and we're gonna probably see what it gets into. So moving on to the next card, we got Majin Buu the Innocent. 1 drop, the limit, if your leader is a Majin Buu or an Evil Wizard Bobbity card, both yellow, when you use 1 of your yellow Majin Buu or yellow Evil Wizard Bobbity cards to discard this card from your hand, play this card from your drop. Auto, when this card is played from your hand, look at up to 7 cards on the top of your deck, add up to 1 or yellow Majin Buu with an energy cost of 6 or less amongst them to your hand, shuffle your deck. Okay. So this is actually pretty cool. It's just your average searcher, but it's going to go top 7, only if you play it from hand though, so let that be known. But it can be played if you discard it. Next, we're going to go to Majin Buu Budding Evil. Limit 1, if your leader... Okay, so this has the same exact thing, where if it's discarded by a Majin Buu or Evil Wizard Bobbity effect, and one of your leader is a Majin Buu or Evil Wizard Bobbity, you get to play this card. So that's tight. But when this card is played from your hand, draw 1 card. So yeah, once again, these guys can just be played, or they can be played from your hand for an additional effect. You got a super combo, Bobbity behind it all. Look at them, so pretty. Look at those hazel eyes, wonderful. Sparking super combo. Sparking makes sense since there is seeming to be a lot of discarding in this deck. Then you've got Deborah as a vanilla. I like the fact that with this archetype, you are looking to discard cards and play them, and you can immediately play them into your or swing with your leader and put them into Z energy, allowing you to have a really good conservation of resources. Next, we got Majin Buu Nightmarish Glimpse. Unique. Auto, limit 1, yellow. It's the discard effect. If you discard this using a Majin Buu leader or Evil Wizard Bobbity, but you also need to have 2 or more energy, you can play this card from your drop for 1. Limit 1, of course. Activate main, limit 1, discard one or more Majin cards from your hand, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, KO it, and this card gains power equal to the total combo power of the card discarded by this skill for the turn. Okay, so if you discard a 5k, it looks like you're gonna go up, yep, the total combo power. You're gonna go up to 20k after killing something in rest mode. I dig it, and since you discarded a card, you're gonna be able to put something in rest mode. There's a lot of stuff that works here. If you discard this card, right, and you play it to the drop, your leader is going to actually be able to tap things down, and then you're going to be able to destroy it by playing this card and discarding a card. I dig that too. Next, we're gonna do the Majin Buu Intelligence Manifest. So much text on this card. Deflect, blocker, limit 1, yellow, the discard effect, and the stipulation is your opponent, what's that, energy 2 cost? Sorry. Choose one of your yellow, oh, this doesn't actually have a limit. If it's your opponent's turn and you choose one of your yellow Majin cards with energy cost of 2 in rest mode, at the end of the battle where this card is using a combo, play this card from your drop in active mode on top of the chosen card. Okay, so you don't have the discard effect, but you just need, it's leader locked. You need to have the Majin Buu leader or the evil wizard Bobby, and this is on your opponent's turn. That's actually really, really cool. Activate main, limit 1. If there are 3 Majin cards under this card, and you discard one or more Majin cards from your hand, this card gains power equal to the total combo power of the cards discarded by this skill for the turn. Additionally, if this card has 25,000 power or more, draw one card, and this card gains dual attack. Okay. Need 3 Majin cards under, and you discard one or more Majin cards. That's actually the trick right there. You can discard a 10k or you can discard 2 5ks. Either way, you're probably gonna be getting effects. Some of them will come in for free. This is really, really cool. Then that's actually pretty neat. It's gonna cantrip at that point, at least give something back, and then gains dual attack while being a 25k. That's gonna be very powerful. Next, you've got Majin Buu Talent Manifest. This is double strike, limit 1, yellow. Pretty much same thing. If it's your opponent's turn, you choose one of your yellow Majin cards and you cost a 4 in rest mode. Dun, 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 dun. This one. The previous one we were just at. You can play this from the drop in active mode on top of this chosen card. So you could swing twice with the other one, then play this guy. That's actually pretty cool. Limit 1, if there are 4 Majin cards underneath this card, you discard one or more Majin cards. So basically it's just an exact upgrade from the other one, because you're gonna have 4 if you play this on top of the other one. And this card's gonna gain power equal to those cards. And if he has 3,000 or 30,000 power or more, so you know you would have to drop a 10k or two 5ks when it comes to combo power. Draw 1 card and play 1 Majin token. So you're gonna get a little bit of a refund, and then on top of that, you're gonna gain a Majin token. So this is interesting because you're kind of comboing before you swing and then getting extra effects. I can dig that. Now moving on to an SR, you got Majin Buu Power Manifest. And Majin Buu Power Manifest is triple strike, auto, limit 1, yellow. If your leader is a Majin Buu or an evil wizard Bobby card, and it's your opponent's turn, you choose 1 yellow Majin card with an energy cost of 6 in rest mode, which is the previous one, and you play this on top in active mode. Cool. Auto, limit 1 if you have 5 or more energy, and there are 5 Majin cards on this card. When this card attacks, it gets +1 or 10,000 power for the turn. At the end of the battle, place this card in its owner's drop and play up to 1 yellow Majin card with a power of 30,000 from your hand. That's pretty interesting. I mean, he's going to go up to 35k triple strike. He has no protection, no deflect, but when he swings, he's going to swing hard, and then he's also going to replace himself immediately. So the card they want you to replace it with is Majin Buu Vile Onslaught. These are the 2 first cards spoiled for this archetype a little bit ago. You got Deflect, Double Strike. That's pretty cool. No protection, but Deflect is pretty cool. I guess that's its protection. If your leader is a yellow Majin Buu card, when this card is played by another card's skill, it gains Barrier and Dual Attack for the turn. Then you choose up to 2 of your opponent's cards, switch them to active mode, or switch them to rest mode, sorry. And they can't be switched to active mode during your opponent's next charge phase. This could literally be energy. Wow. When you use one of your yellow Majin Buu cards, or Majin Buu or yellow Evil Wizard Bobby cards to discard this card from your hand, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, switch to rest mode. That's cool and all, but the top effect is so good, I don't see why you wouldn't be shooting for that. And then activate main, limit 1, yellow. If your leader is yellow and you have 4 more energy, play this card from your hand. That's tight. That will probably be seen in other decks. That's a good yellow staple, just to have a random double strike deflect 30k for 1 yellow. However, its top effect is great. I like cards like this because this card can be used in any yellow deck just for a little extra oomph. But he's also, like, that's a great finisher. Deflect, double strike, 30k, playing for 1. That's actually a great finisher in yellow. And by the time you're at 4 life, like, this is something you could easily play next to Cooler. literally 4 energy, and you got potentially the ability to swing, double strike, go out for a game when your opponent tries to counter you. So that's actually wonderful. I mean, wonderful if you like yellow, not wonderful if you hate yellow, but its effect is just really powerful. So let's move on. And before we move on, I'm just gonna say, you guys are probably looking at these cards like, wow, some of these are hot, smoking, flamo, fuego cards. And if you want to be able to pre-order this set, or buy singles in the future, or sell cards to buy singles in the future or pre-order the set, I got a little something for you. So let's talk about our sponsor, Mystic TCG, your one-stop shop for all of your trading card game needs. On their site, you can buy or pre-order starter decks, boxes, even cases, as long as you try to give it about 3 to 4 months ahead of time for the pre-orders, because sometimes the product's a little too hot to keep on the shelves. If you want singles, you can go over to their TCG Player website, where you'll find nothing but product and great reviews. And if you even want to sell your collections, just hop on over to their Facebook page and message them directly, and you get a price worked out for you, best bang for your buck. And you know what? While you're here, let me throw you a little something extra. If you want 5% off of any purchases made on the site, make sure you use the link in the description, or at checkout, use the code WORSTGEN. That'll be on the screen as well, and I hope you find something you like with Mystic TCG. Yeah, had to do it, but it's also worth it. So here's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna move over and talk about the next couple cards, because we actually start going to the Z deck, and this is where you start seeing the pieces connect. Majin Buu, Heart of Good. This is a 1-cost, just drop thing. Permanent, when this card is under a yellow Majin card with an energy cost of 2 or more in the battle area, this card, the card above this card can't be KO'd once per turn. So that's actually pretty cool. Then you got the yellow, activate main, choose up 1 other Majin card in your battle area and place one card under that card in the owner's drop. Place this card under the chosen card. So you can basically have a Majin Buu card in your battle area and just take off one of its beneath cards to shove this guy in. So this guy doesn't have to be one of the first cards you play in the stack. You can play him at any time and then use his effect for 1 yellow. So for 2 yellow, you can give your Majin Buu stack the ability to not be KO'd once per turn. Wonderful. Next, you got Majin Buu, Heart of Evil, and this is pretty tight as well. This is another 1-cost Z-stack, yellow Majin card with an energy cost of 1. So if you play this one, you will be able to put the Heart of Good underneath him immediately, which is wonderful. Permanent, while this card is under a yellow Majin card with an energy cost of 2 or more in your battle area, this card gains this card above it gains Barrier. So that's actually pretty cool. So you play this, you can put the other one under there, and then for 1 more, if your leader is a Majin Buu or Evil Wizard Bobby card, you can place up to 1 yellow Majin card from your drop under this card, then play up to 1 Majin Buu Intelligence Manifest from your hand on top of this card. So you can immediately go into the Piccolo one, the 4-drop, and then start that chain. So we're already seeing multiple ways to start the chain already. And next, you got Majin Buu 2 Hearts, which is going to be the card that helps you awaken. And you guessed it, he has Z-Stack 2. So you're gonna be able to put Heart of Evil and Heart of Good underneath this guy. That's literally what happens. This is wonderful. Activate main, limit 1. If there are 2 cards under this card and you discard one or more yellow Majin cards from your hand, this card gains power equal to the total combo power of those cards discarded for this skill. Additionally, if this card has 20,000 or more power, draw 1 card and this card gains dual attack for the turn. So if you discard 2 cards, you're gonna get 1 back. If you discard 1 card that's a 10k, like the Majin Buu SR, you're just going to get multiples. So it's actually, you're going to be able to draw 1 card when you only discard 1 card. So this is actually pretty cool. Last card here is Shocking Regeneration. Permanent, if your leader is a yellow Majin Buu Z leader, you can activate this card from your hand without paying its energy cost, meaning it's a free limit 1, discard 1 Majin card, draw 2 cards. I like this archetype. I'm going to say it one more time. I like this archetype, and I do not know. Oh my gosh. It doesn't feel like it's yellow. It taps things, it destroys things in rest mode, but this has some punch to it. And this is it looks to be one of the most stable evolve chains I've seen in a long time. It's not like evolve, but you know what I mean. So I'm very, very excited, and I cannot wait to do the archetype breakdown. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys like the content. Let me know what you want to see next, and let me know if you are excited for this Majin Buu deck. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Later.